Coming up, it's a Week 2 showdown in the NFC. San Francisco leads the series 19-14, but Philly's won 7 of the last 9. It's the 49'ers and the Eagles, and it's next.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You've got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 10, and he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their third-year quarterback, former 6th overall selection from Duke. It's Daniel Jones.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And this one's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Jones. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Sanders again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense coming out here for the first time, led by their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo, 5th season with the 49ers, 8th overall in the National Football League.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Play action, Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there are really very few fullbacks in the NFL today that get used as weapons in the passing game. But Kyle Juszczyk, definitely one of them. Part of the reason he's been a Pro Bowler 5 years in a row.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Garoppolo again. And he will find his man, Samuel. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a 1st quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Sanders. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. Right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's got Ayuk once again. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Jones. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Maurice Hurst busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. To throw, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Running the counter with Mostert.
Stiff-armed him. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
They hand it off to Mostert.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Gold is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing?
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this right back to Lega. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Well, 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Jones on 3rd down. Setting up the screen with Gainwell. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Elliott is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they were able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Able to slither by. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
7 yards to pick up there. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Working with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Shakes off the sack. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 22, Jones. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Niners set to take over on offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
But Charles, for this offense, we take a look at the draft class here. They were looking for a playmaker, and they found one on the outside.
And the way teams are throwing the football nowadays, you can't afford to skip at the wide receiver position. I know that the slot guy is getting more attention now, but that guy on the perimeter, he makes you go.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical. Or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. That's swung out to Mostert. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they...
Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Looking for Rager again. This time he's got him. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he is going to have a Niners first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Now Garoppolo. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well.
He's got a man, complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against the defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. From the 41, Jones.
That'll be dumped off to Gainwell.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with it. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Samson Abuka picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The Eagles send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
He's going to go deep for Funchess. And got his man complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
First down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially, he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert.
Ooh, with a juke.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's Sherman.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Third and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly four-down territory. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The tight end, Kittle, has it on the left side. The completion that lines up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on the play of the game now. Fourth and goal. They go for it on fourth and goal, but then lines up incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start the drive here with Gainwell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. Now Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Niners set up well. They take over first and 10 on the short side of the field. Back to throw, Garoppolo. He'll swing this out to Mostert. That catch good for only a couple.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. Draw play, Garoppolo gives to Mostert. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. He's going to go deep for Funchess. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Devin Funchess, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners are a point away from leading this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Eagles down on the scoreboard. 65 seconds remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Jones. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Samson Abukum in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with... Chance to possibly send this one to OT. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Eagles, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.